Alright guys, welcome to part 2. Since I accidentally separated the videos by I pressed stop recording instead of the pause button. And so now what we're going to do is go ahead and flip the ones here inside the Cosori air fryer oven. I will say this, having these tongs makes it a little bit easier. I'm going to try and flip this one here. We're going to try this one right here in the back. And I am going to bring you in for a close-up on this so you can see kind of how they look. So what we have now, these are more of a golden brown, where the others look like they were cooked on the grill because they have those little bit of the char marks, like they've been exposed to flame. But now the only thing left to do is just wait. I mean, we have the grease on the glass, but it's, again, everything is very easy to clean in here. And even if I didn't have this pan here to collect all the grease, which I should have put aluminum down, so aluminum foil is a good thing to have with this as well. I don't recommend cooking food on the aluminum foil, but to catch grease from the food cooking above, I believe it's a great idea. Typically what I've done is I've tried to cook a lot of my food on parchment paper in here just to reduce the amount of cleanup. But after the cycle, most things, I believe inside the manual what it tells you to do is turn it to the toast function, and you turn it to 7, and that burns off mostly everything in here, so it's just a quick and easy wipe. But what we're going to do next, just same as we did before, we're just going to add the 2 minutes back. That's going to put us at 6 minutes left on these, and that's with these flipped. And so with 6 minutes on these, and I think maybe 2 or 3 minutes left on the Ninja, just because, again, we're doing these at 2 different times, we're going to be able to kind of go from there. Another thing I will say is that with the Ninja, once you open it, time stops. And so even if you open these, the timer keeps going just like a regular oven. I feel like that's another big difference to kind of just point out, just so everyone kind of just sees that. Another thing I forgot to mention that I added to the chicken wings was that in the raw sugar, and I add that just to kind of make it a little bit healthier. But for me, if I put too much spice, I try to make sure that everybody else in the house can tolerate it, so I try to make it at least a little bit sweet. And so I think next time I'll try honey, but again, this time I just went with sugar, shook it all up in a big metal bowl, and now I'm just kind of letting these go from there. So I will come back once these are all done. Alright, so the Ninja just finished, and we're going to go ahead and pull it out, and we're just going to see how this all looks. And for us, this looks great. Now what we will do is we're going to stick the temperature probe in here, which plugs in right here on the side. I'm going to just stick it into the random one in the middle. Tell it I want it to be at 170. So I don't know if maybe it stops flashing and it tells me, or maybe it has to be going for it to tell me. But what we'll do is turn it on. And I think it's telling me it's at 211, which I don't know if that's right. I guess what I'll do is just leave it open and see if this temperature changes any. Try and press the air crisp again. We'll see if it lets me. Like I said before, if you want to skip it, you just press it twice, open it, close, temp. I want the temp at 170. So maybe it is 211, seeing as I still don't kind of know how to work the whole entire contraption. I guess for now, let's go ahead and check the air fryer. So with the other air fryer oven, we are coming up on the last 13 seconds of it. And so as you can see, most of that grease popped off. Still got the golden brown color. And I want you to notice about both of these. I guess you can also see when it's done, it tells you. And that's by a lot of beeping. The only way to avoid that is to catch it early. So if I would have caught it in the last 5 seconds and went on and pressed stopped, it would have stopped. I mean, basically it would have stopped that sooner. And you wouldn't have heard any of the beeping at all. You would have just heard the one beep to let you know that it was on and off. But you know how I'm gonna grab these. I guess I'll just grab them just regular. So what we do have are these, which again look completely different from the others. But what I do want to do is I'm gonna grab one of these. We're gonna break it open. And then we're going to put it next to one of the Ninja Foodi Grill's chicken wings and see which one basically looks better on the inside. So let's see. Alright, so what we have on the left is the Ninja Foodi Grill Pro. On the right we have the Cosori air fryer oven. And this is the difference on them, with roughly 27 minutes, just because we opened both of those to flip them earlier. I can go ahead and show that with the oven, there's all the grease that came off here. There is splatter on the back, splatter on the sides, and also on the door. So again, I feel like the Ninja Foodi is easier to clean up, and I'm gonna show you why. With the Ninja Foodi, I'm gonna try and grab it without burning myself and not have to explain that to my wife. She already thinks I'm clumsy, but joke's on her when she sees this. So we've got the wings in the middle, Again, oven wings, air fryer wings, and what we're looking at now is that is all we have to clean up. So basically, one bowl and the splatter shield, which I will say is actually very tough to clean. But Ninja does provide you with an item to clean it with, and it's a long, thicker, like a wire brush. And it does help, but it's still pretty hard to clean the splatter shield off. So as far as the splatter shield goes, if they could figure out an easier way to do that, it would make cleaning this entire thing a breeze. But what I do when I get done making tea, I leave that hot water and I just pour it in here, and that usually pulls everything up. But there's some type of non-stick material that they use in here that stops everything from sticking as much. But again, this is all you're cleaning is a bowl and a splatter shield. Versus in the other unit, let me go ahead and turn this off here, where again you can see all the functions on here. Where with the grill control I meant to mention earlier, you can do low, medium, high, and max as far as how hot you want the grill. And I think the max is 510 degrees like I mentioned before, and it does take a little bit longer to preheat. I will say again, this one preheated faster, so it was maybe 2.5 to 3 minutes, and the air fryer oven from Cosori was maybe 4 to 5 minutes. And so again, you also were able to see the difference in the type of chicken wings you were able to get out of this. I will say in here, I was able to get maybe a 3-pound prime rib so far. And when I did it, I had to lay it down sideways inside the pan. And so it came out great to me. I think that next time I do want to try it on the Cosori oven just to see how that comes out. But I did like the way it came out just because it's every time I wanted another piece, I just have to go back and I'd grill a little bit more and it would cook a little bit more, just to leave it to where it was still that medium rare to medium on the inside. But now we're gonna go back to the chicken wing and check it. And so as far as the crisp test, to see if either of them is very crispy without using oil, which is another thing I didn't use. I'm just gonna, I don't know if you can hear that, but I like that crisp. Here you don't hear anything. It breaks apart, but you don't hear nothing. So what we're gonna do here, we're just gonna stab. Where again, the temp IQ says this should be at 210 degrees on the inside. So this is cooked on the inside and all the way to the bone. That's perfect. So those don't have to go back in. As far as the air fryer oven one goes, it's done. It looks like all I did was hit a nerve. But I guess this is what I get for buying or I hit a vein. I guess that's just from getting these from Walmart. But so other than that, that's what both of these look like. They're both cooked, and Again, you're getting more crisp out of the air fryer from Ninja. You're getting a better cleaning from the Ninja. You're going to get wider space with the Cosori. Visually, as far as air frying goes, you have this compared to this space, which I didn't even use all the space. But yeah, so I guess this is my video on it. I'm gonna go ahead and clean everything now. On both websites it says you can go ahead and put everything inside the dishwasher, but we clean everything by hand in the house, and so we will be cleaning everything in here inside the air fryer oven, and then we'll be cleaning the Ninja Foodi Pro Grill last, just because we like to finish everything on an easy note. But again, with this, what we'll probably do is go ahead and set everything back in after we pull everything. After we get done cleaning this tray and cleaning that pan, we'll both set them both back in. I know my fingers are greasy and dirty after touching the chicken. And once we set this to the toast function, like I mentioned before, and choose the darkest level, that again also sets it to high, which makes everything in there crisp. It's almost like setting your oven on the clean function. And so, manual, it also talks about using it to clean out the oven. But hope you guys like this, and if you have any comments of anything you want to ask about either of the devices, or if you want to see me make something else in it, just leave it in the comments below. Subscribe, and like I said, if you liked it, then just let me know. Tell me what you like, and if you want to see more like this again, just subscribe, and we'll keep this going. But thanks again, and see you guys later.